How's it going, everybody? Marc here with Christ-Centered Capital, doing another YouTube video from the dungeon here, doing the YouTube videos to defeat that all-powerful Google algorithm, or so my SEO and my SEO guy on my team tells me. But gonna keep it rolling. We improved the quality a little bit, a little better lighting, a little bit better camera, a little bit better mic, but probably need a better. We probably need an actual studio if we're gonna keep cranking these out. But today, we're going to talk about the question I get asked the most, even before I started Christ-Centered Capital, but when people knew I was passionate about that BRI, biblically responsible investing movement, I got this question all the time of, what are the returns like? Do the returns match? Are they less? Are they more? And people are always asking that question because they want to know, are you getting as much as the everyday investor, the traditional investor, if you're screening companies because of your moral convictions? A lot of people try to sugarcoat that answer, and the real answer is yes, your returns will be less. And sometimes there's BRI firms out there that beat the market. There's always firms that beat the market from year to year, quarter to quarter, or whatever it is. But think about it critically. When you're engaging in moral investing, that could be not even just Christian investing, but say ESG investing. When you're engaging in investing and you're limiting the types of companies or the number of companies or the number of different types of investments that you're investing into, you're selecting your investments from a smaller pot. And maybe you select these investments from a smaller pot and you start doing well. Well, guess what the investment firms that don't care about your moral values are going to start doing? They're going to start investing in those. They're not limited. They're just looking for the best profit. So they're going to go to these companies and these stocks and alternative investments and everything else. They're not limited. So in the long run, BRI investing, moral investing, is always going to return less profit than traditional investing that is only concerned about profit. It's just kind of the law of averages. You're as a morally responsible investor, you're just limiting what you can choose from. And if you happen to choose really, really well from your limited selection and you do really well, the other firms that don't care about your moral convictions, they're just going to go and invest in those as well and add them to their other things that are doing well that probably aren't aligned with your moral convictions. So at the end of the day, yeah, BRI investing in the long term is going to return less profits than traditional investing. If anyone tries to sugarcoat that and tell you differently, like, oh, well, companies who care about these values tend to do better over time. If they really do better over time, the Morgan Stanleys and Vanguards and everything else of the world would be investing in them as well, because they only care about profits. So don't listen to the people that say, oh yeah, BRI investing, you're going to get the same returns, maybe even better returns. It's not really the case. It can't be the case, like, logically speaking. The other component to this is, I always tell people, if you only care about profits and morality and ethics is just completely out the window, two things have been the most profitable throughout all of human history: drugs and sex. Sex trafficking, drug trafficking. Millions, billions, probably trillions of dollars over, the past few, probably even only the last century. But I'm kind of pulling that number out of my backside. But you can see that when you're concerned about only profits, these things that are guaranteed profits throughout all of human history, they're definitely not aligned with any kind of ethical standard. And when you realize that, like, oh, I'm asking something, how do I get the most profits? Well, the real answer to that is drugs and sex. It's always going to be drugs and sex. That's why you turn on any news network and that's what they're talking about, because the old adage or the old cliche, sex sells or carnage sells or whatever it is, So I'm trying to make this video really short. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm gonna try to get a little better at this presentation. I'm gonna try to get a little better lighting and mics and camera and just, you know, my own presentation skills at this. I'm a researcher and analyst by trade. I'm not used to speaking in front of people, or it's even weirder speaking in front of a camera to me. But we're gonna keep it going. For all those who don't know, or this is the first video you're seeing of us, please go check out ChristCenteredCapital.com. Christ-Centered Capital, C3 for short, is basically an investment opinion blog that gives you quality information and analysis on certain types of investments and stocks and bonds and all that good stuff, and just really financial opinions. It's giving you all this information, and it's adding an extra layer of analysis as to whether or not these investments or these endeavors that you're taking upon in your finances are aligned with your Christian moral convictions. The long and the short is, Christ-Centered Capital is an investment analysis blog that caters to the Christian, Judeo-Christian investor. So if you're looking for good BRI firms, or if you're looking for what stocks are kind of hot right now and whether you should partake, and if you wanted to put together a portfolio but you're really timid about what investments are not aligned with your values and what investments are aligned with your values, if you want to know all that information and so much more and just get a really good feel for what's going on in the market, please go over to ChristCenteredCapital.com. We are a subscription site, $7 a month. We take half that money, at least half that money, and donate it back to organizations such as religious universities, clean water initiatives, pro-life organizations, a bunch of other types of ministries and foundations. It's really good stuff. We even let the subscribers, vote on which companies and organizations get our donation amount. But yeah, please go check out ChristCenteredCapital.com. Use promo code YouTube or promo code Christ. I think both of those promo codes, I'll put them in the description below, but I think both those promo codes get you a free month, and you can check it out, cancel anytime, completely no strings attached. But thanks for listening. God bless, and I hope you got some value out of this video. Until next time.